Well, to start a test, we only have to select the test, and we got this screen with the fields empty. We press right button, we got a new screen, and to activate the screen we press here and then here to see the units. What we see, analog input, we see the sensor that we have, and we have a triaxial deformation, force in triaxial, and in this case the lateral pressure, the confinant pressure, and there is no more sensors. Before start a test, what we have to do? For this test we have programmed a value of 5, so we can press here and activate the software to get the value of 5. We have
It's now for sure going backward. Automatic.
yes, he's going back.
Going backward because you already wrote 5, right?
Yes. He's going back, and the keys have to be open.
Yes.
Then we have to check that the deformation is proper. We have a sensor of 50 millimeters, and we are going to run a test, and the test is going to be, for example, 20 of deformation. That means that we are going to get a value of 30. So we have to take the sensor and get a value smaller. Well, for example, now we have 17 plus 20 is 37, so it's properly. We have to check that the force is measuring, just pushing the sensor. In this case we have a load because of the machine. And then to put properly the frame, we can approach. So in this case, as we have a big load, we are going to go back with the frame. So we select backward, we select velocity, maximum velocity, and we deactivate the frame. And now we can see how it's going down. And the force now is only 80. And this is a value of 0 because what we are measuring here is the pressure of the water. We can close in this case. Well, if we were going to start a test, we check the deformation, we check this value 5.5, and if we need to approximate the piston to the triaxial cell, to the sample, we can input a small value here, for example, velocity 1 millimeter, distance 1 millimeter, and press here. And it's going to move for 1 millimeter, velocity 1. We can do it with a bigger velocity, a bigger distance, but we have to take care and see that nothing happened, because we can do a contact, we can break the sample, so we have to go slowly and always having a look. When the sensor in force is correct, when we have the sensor in deformation okay, when we get the value of 5 bar, we can close and we input a sample ID, a name, the diameter, the height.
Diameter for soil sample in this case.
Yes. Velocity, for example, 1 millimeter. Distance 2 millimeters. Something in the set test identifier, because the 3 tests that we are going to run have to be linked. If we are going now to run the triaxial 5, means that then we have to run a triaxial, for example, 7, and then a triaxial, for example, 9, and all of them with this set identifier 6, 5, 4. I press play to start a test, continue. This changes to green, so the test have started. Here show the time, the remaining time. Here show the value of pressure. We can change units in force, we can change units in deformation. Here is the initial section, instant section, the distance. We can change to millimeters of deformation, and here we can select this and see one reading, second reading. We can change the color, we can change the style of the line, make it wider or not, anything.
About like percentage, it means strain, right?
Normally it's percentage because the standard always talk about 20%.
Delta.
Anyway, if something happened during the test, if you press this, the machine stop, it's not applying a load, the software stops taking data. Maybe you lose the sensor, you put it properly, and now you play, and the test continue. And you can do zoom, you can deactivate this, select zoom, and do a small zoom in some place to see something, and then go back, activating the scale. Any moment you can press right button and send data to Excel or export like an image. And when the test is finished, you press the flag and software asks to go to the initial position. I say yes. You can leave the velocity or put maximum velocity.
Now you can go and analyze that.
Okay, better we can do something more.
Yes.
Triaxial, no, DXCR square. When you start at DXCR square, it's something similar, but in this case we have here the sensors. Deformation, vertical, horizontal, force, horizontal, vertical force.
You have to make sure that the sensors do
Yes.
work.
Work properly, yes. And be careful because we have forward, vertical, and
Horizontal.
forwards here, backwards here. If we do it manual, we have the vertical, and we have to activate the vertical, and if we go to horizontal, we have to activate the CR. And if we do it manually, you only have to input a value of velocity, a distance, like the compression machine, and that's all. Now we cannot start the test because we do not have a sample.